I speak English. How can I help you?
Can you bring the police over here where I live?
What is your address?
I don't know my address.
Are you by yourself with your mom?
Yeah, no, my baby sister's here too. She's sleeping.
I need to know if your mom is breathing.
She's dead, miss.
Okay, and what did you do then?
Blood all over the floor.
This was just the beginning of a call in which 13-year-old son Derek Rosa would reveal secrets so shocking, so unimaginable, that even the seasoned dispatcher could scarcely believe what she was hearing.
Miss,
Yes.
I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Was that bad?
You told who about it?
My friends. She's sad. I'm really sad.
I understand. We're here to help you, okay? We're going to help you. We're going to help your sister, okay?
Okay.
I know you didn't mean to do none of that you did, okay?
Okay.
Within minutes, officers responded to the horrifying scene.
They're knocking. Do open the
They're knocking the door? Okay.
Miss, are they going to kill me?
No, they're not going to. We're here to help you, okay? We're going to help your family, okay?
Okay.
The police continued their investigation, unaware they were about to uncover one of the most disturbing cases they'd ever encountered. On October 12, 2023, Derek made a shocking 911 call reporting his mother, Irina Garcia, injured at their Hialeah, Florida apartment. That disturbing 911 call was just the beginning of the most chilling crime they could have ever imagined.
I speak English. How can I help you?
Can you bring the police over here where I live?
What is your address?
I don't know my address.
Are you by yourself with your mom?
Yeah, no, my baby sister's here too. She's sleeping.
I need to know if your mom is breathing.
She's dead, miss.
Okay, and what did you do then?
Blood all over the floor.
During the call, Derek seemed to display strong emotions of grief as he informed the authorities about the confirmed death of Irina Garcia, his mother. It would have been a heartbreaking moment for a 13-year-old son to report the news to the dispatcher. But the terrible secrets hidden behind this call were about to shock everyone.
I need to know, do you think we can help your mom?
Miss, she's dead, miss.
Yes.
I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Was that bad?
You told who about it?
My friends.
Who did you send those pictures to?
My friend. I don't know his real name because he is an online friend who I play with a lot.
He informed the dispatcher that he'd shared some pictures with his friends. What pictures could he have shared with his friends? The answer was soon revealed when Derek shared another piece of shocking information that nobody expected.
Did you your mom? Okay, where is the knife right now?
I put it, let me check. Wait. I put it on the floor inside of the... Wait, no. Where is it? I can't find it.
You can find it. Where is your sister?
Derek's confession to the dispatcher that he murdered his mother was unbelievably shocking. The reasons behind his actions remain unsolved. But Derek was about to reveal something that would only increase the gravity of the situation. There were 3 people inside that apartment.
Where is your sister?
She's in her crib sleeping. I did not kill her.
How old is your sister?
She's only like a week old.
Okay, and you did not touch her, correct?
No, I did not touch her. I didn't want to touch my sister.
Okay, I need you to go and find me your address because I don't know where you are right now, okay?
Okay. I'll try to find a mail.
Okay, try to find a mail, please, can you?
I'll try.
The dispatcher immediately realized the urgency of the situation, especially since the newborn baby was in the apartment with Derek. The police had to act fast to ensure the baby's safety. Detectives rushed to the crime scene to understand what had happened. The arrival of the authorities was a shocking moment for everyone present as they arrested Derek, standing with a complete lack of remorse in his eyes, his hands stained with blood. The detectives wasted no time and immediately began investigating. They discovered a pool of blood on the floor of Irina's room and saw her lying on the bed holding her newborn baby, all covered in blood. Derek had stabbed his mother over 40 times, a most horrific crime committed by the teenager. The authorities made an effort to gather all the evidence found in room 201 and were soon shocked to discover a significant piece of evidence that left the entire team in disbelief. They initially found the doorbell camera footage from the night of October 12, 2023, just before Derek called 911. The doorbell camera footage recorded the last sighting of Irina, who was breastfeeding her newborn baby. Just after that, Derek appeared and quickly left. Irina commanded him in Spanish not to run too fast, to which Derek replied, questioning why she always asked him to run slowly. Then he left the apartment and, after a while, re-entered. What could have led to that gruesome crime? Perhaps his mother's concern annoyed Derek. Yet the question still remained unsolved. The detectives needed to figure out how Derek had a weapon with him, and they remembered something else from his 911 call conversation with the dispatcher. In addition to that, he was about to disclose another surprising turn of events when the dispatcher inquired about any weapons he possessed at home.
I need to know that you don't have any guns or any knives with you.
There's a knife in my room and there's a gun in the living room.
Okay, I need you to stay away from them. Can you put them in a safe place away from where the officers can see them?
Soon after, he revealed a disturbing truth.
Okay, why did you call your mom?
My stepdad, he has a Glock 19 and he also has a Beretta something.
Is your stepdad?
He has Glock 19 with him.
Does your stepdad live there with you?
The Beretta, I have the gun with me. I was gonna, but I didn't want to.
Okay, is your stepdad there with you?
My what?
Your stepfather.
No, he's a truck driver and he's driving trucks far away.
And do you have in the house?
Only one, but he has another one with him.
Okay, so you have a, where's the gun right now?
It's in the living room. I loaded it. I pulled back the slide, but I did not.
Okay, the gun is locked or it's in the living room somewhere?
No, I have it right here on the couch.
He admitted that he planned to take his own life with the gun he had after killing his mother. The detectives were startled by the fact that Derek had tried to harm himself. It revealed his mental instability during the murder. However, they were unsure if it was a premeditated act or a result of mental illness. The detectives were soon shocked to discover a significant piece of evidence. They were about to see the footage of Irina being murdered. The video clearly showed Irina lying on the bed with her newborn baby, gently comforting her. However, in a subsequent clip, Derek was seen standing over Irina with his hand in motion, suggesting that he'd attacked her while she was asleep. Furthermore, the authorities found the knife that Derek claimed he used to attack his mother. Fortunately, he didn't harm his sister, but these images provided enough evidence to prove that Derek definitely killed his mother. Furthermore, he acknowledged that he'd shared two photos, one of his deceased mother and one of himself, with his online friend following the act of killing his mother. The photograph he sent to his friend clearly showed the severity of the situation, as his hand was visibly covered in blood. It was shocking to learn about the revelation of a 13-year-old son who not only killed his mother, but also had the audacity to share images of the act with someone. Once the detectives gathered sufficient evidence, they became certain that something was wrong with Derek. The investigators recognized the importance of comprehending the family's history, as it could reveal information about Derek too. The investigators wasted no time and immediately started their research to determine the exact reason behind his actions. They focused on investigating Derek's background and his family. Derek Rosa, a former model student, consistently made the honor roll and excelled academically. According to the teachers, they described him as a good boy and an intelligent one. He was very close to his mother, Irina Garcia. In the family, who got the most caring attention from Irina was Derek. Thus, the relationship was significant for his emotional life. However, everything changed in early 2023 when Irina became pregnant with a baby girl. The birth of the newborn changed the relations within the household in some way. Irina immediately shifted her attention to the newborn, leaving Derek feeling dejected on the sidelines. The changes in family dynamics had a greater emotional impact on Derek, leading to increased shyness and jealousy towards his baby sister. Some people close to the case said that perhaps Derek felt neglected and thought that the love his mother used to shower him with was now being given to the new baby. Building upon the previous point about emotional strain, Derek's stepfather, Frank Ramos, who worked as a truck driver, was frequently away from home because of his demanding delivery routes. He visited home only a few times a month, and as a result, Irina was the only one who had to cater for all the housework and childcare. Although there were no obvious indications of intense conflicts within the family, the detectives later realized that the absence of a father figure, along with a newborn baby, may have caused Derek to experience feelings of loneliness and emotional deprivation. As the months passed, Derek's resentment grew stronger. It escalated to the point of becoming violent on the night of October 12, 2023. Police discovered the footage from the baby monitor where Derek was seen standing over his mother while she was asleep. This chilling moment was just before Irina died. The police believed that Derek's actions were driven by jealousy, displaced aggression, and a desire to regain control over the family and his mother's love. In order to gain a deeper understanding, the investigators felt a sense of urgency to invite Derek for questioning. Given that he was only 13 years old and potentially experiencing psychological issues, the investigators handled the questioning process with the utmost of care. Detective Gonzalez began questioning Derek in a simple manner to ensure he wouldn't feel intimidated. They started by asking Derek simple questions about his daily routine.
You go to school, right? What grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade? Good student? A's and stuff like that?
A's and B's.
What reading class are you in right now? You know? What do you take?
I just say language arts.
Language arts? Okay. So you can read with no problem?
Yeah.
Derek, can you state your full name for the record?
From 102.
Huh?
From 102.
Yeah, everything, your full name.
Derek Stephen Rosa.
What's your date of birth?
August 26, 2010.
What's your address?
I don't know my address.
Okay. What's your telephone number? You don't know it either?
No.
Okay. What type of phone do you have?
An iPhone.
An iPhone? What color is it?
It's blue.
It's blue?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you lived in that apartment there?
Since I was 11, so 2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
Okay. Who lives there with you?
My mom, now my sister, because my mom had a daughter a week ago.
Okay.
And my stepdad.
What's your sister's name? Okay. And your stepfather, do you know his name?
Yes.
What's his name?
Frank Ramos.
The detectives quickly turned their attention to the events of the morning of October 12th, gathering information on Derek's whereabouts and mental state prior to the incident.
Derek, let's start with this morning. You slept at your house last night, right?
Yeah.
Do you go back and forth between staying with your mom and your dad, or no? Or you usually just live with your mom?
It's really hard to explain. One weekend, I'm with my mom, and the other weekend, I'm with my dad. No, I'm not with my dad a whole week, only 2 days.
Only weekends.
But not every weekend.
Where does your dad live?
Don't know.
You don't know? But is it in Miami, down here somewhere?
It's in Broward.
In Broward?
Yeah.
Okay. But last night you slept at your mom's house?
Yes.
Okay. You got up this morning and...
Went on my bus, a school bus.
You went to your school bus?
Yes.
What school do you go to?
I'm at Middle High.
I'm at Middle High?
Yeah.
Okay, that's over there on 20th Street, right?
Yes.
And what grade are you in?
8th grade.
8th grade? Honor classes?
No.
No? So, tell me about your day at school. Regular day at school?
I didn't do too much work.
You didn't do too much work?
Nope.
Regular release day time and stuff like that. How do you get there, in bus?
Yeah.
Okay. You got back
On bus.
on bus?
Yes.
Okay. And then you were home the whole day, or did you leave?
I stayed home after school.
You stayed home after school?
Yeah.
Okay.
Derek appeared calm and cooperative as he spoke with the authorities, showing a good understanding of his family dynamics. He mentioned spending weekends with his stepfather, Frank Ramos, and there seemed to be no issues within the family. Detectives then shifted their focus to the events of that night.
What happened tonight? Were you, do you communicate with people over the phone? Were you talking? Tell me what happened tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, at around
The moment detectives asked this question, Derek seemed to pause before providing the information.
10, I went to bed.
Okay.
My mom did too.
Is that your regular time? 9?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys explain to me about the apartment. You have your own room?
Yes.
And your mom?
Yes, she has her own room.
She has her own room. And your sister?
She stays in the same room as my mom.
Stays in the same room with your mom. And tonight, who was all there?
Me, my mom, and my sister.
Okay. So you went to sleep around 10.
So far, he'd been providing accurate information, but when the detectives were about to ask a critical question, Derek's unexpected response surprised them.
What type of knife was it? Do you know?
It was just a big size kitchen knife.
That big?
Yeah.
What color was the handle?
Purple.
Purple?
Yes.
Okay.
The detectives inquired about the weapon he used to stab his mother, and the response was unexpected. Derek callously mentioned the size of the knife used in the murder, showing no remorse. He appeared to be casually conversing with the authorities, unaware of the serious consequences of his crime. The detectives continued their conversation.
Your mom was sleeping?
Yeah, she was sleeping.
Okay. What did you do after you killed her?
My stepdad he owns 2 guns. He has a Glock 19.
Okay.
And then, I don't know what it's called, another one.
Okay. What color are they?
The Glock 19 is black, and then the other one has a silver slide and then a dark bluish handle.
Okay. So, what did you do with the guns?
He always has his Glock 19 with him at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And since he's a truck driver, he wasn't at home, he was far away.
Okay.
So I went into the closet.
Mm-hmm.
I found his book bag because he goes shooting at gun ranges.
Okay.
I grabbed the gun. I put the magazine in the gun.
Okay.
I pulled back the slide, but I didn't want to shoot myself.
Okay.
I intended to shoot myself before, but I couldn't.
Okay.
He revealed another shocking truth, that he'd taken the gun from his stepfather's closet and attempted to shoot himself, but he was unsuccessful. So far, the conversation was flowing smoothly, and they were expecting to gather more details about his friend, the person he shared the crime images with.
And then what did you do?
I decided to call my friends to tell them what happened, and then I said goodbye to my friends.
You called them before you decided to try to shoot yourself or afterwards?
After.
Okay. How many friends did you call?
Only one.
What's his name?
I don't know his real name, he's an online friend.
He's an online friend?
Yeah.
When you say online friend, what do you mean, from video games?
Yes, from video games. I know him real well.
Okay. How long have you known him?
Since I was 10, 3 years.
3 years?
3
Have you ever met him?
No, I've seen the face.
You seen his face?
Yeah.
So how did you communicate with him?
My cell phone.
Through your cell phone, so you have his number?
Yes.
And you don't have him stored under a certain name, or you have him stored under a gamer tag?
I have him. I made up a name for him.
You made up a name for him?
Yeah.
What name did you make up for him?
Sweden.
Sweden?
Sweden. SWEEDEN.
Okay. How often do you talk to Sweden?
Every weekend.
Every weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was crucial to note that he had an online friend named Sweden with whom he'd have conversations almost every weekend. Furthermore, he was the same friend that Derek trusted enough to share images of the crime, indicating that their conversations may contain something important. Therefore, the detectives swiftly shift their focus on the conversation that happened between Derek and his friend.
So you called Sweden. And what did you tell Sweden?
Told him what I did.
What exactly did you tell Sweden when you say what I did? Did you tell him how? Or no? How you killed her or no? Okay. Did you send them any pictures?
Yes.
How many pictures did you send them?
I sent him 2 of my mom and then 1 of me.
Okay. Did you... What did he tell you?
He said he couldn't believe it.
Okay. Does Sweden live down here in Florida?
He lived real far.
Real far?
Yeah. In America though.
In America?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you hung up the phone?
I said goodbye.
Okay. And then what did you do?
I was going to. I showed myself that I said I didn't want to do that. And I called 911.
There's some red stains there. Is that blood?
Derek was about to bring up the 911 call, but Detective Gonzalez abruptly noticed something on his shirt.
There's some red stains there. Is that blood?
I think it is.
Okay.
I have a little bit of blood on my hands.
And your hands too?
Yes.
Okay.
The officers were horrified as they noticed the evidence of his crime on his shirt, but he remained unaffected. Instead, he calmly revealed his bloody hand. It was evident that Derek was emotionally unaffected as he described his actions.
Did you ever make your way to your sister?
Like killing her?
No.
Touching her?
Touching her?
No.
No?
I left her alone. She was sleeping and she didn't wake up, so I didn't touch her.
Okay.
The detectives initiated the critical question, and soon the visualization of the crime Derek committed revealed itself, which was terrifying for the detectives.
All right. Let's get back to your mom. Okay, you said she was sleeping.
Yes.
Okay. Where exactly did you cut her?
Derek's detailed explanation of the crime, using hand gestures to show each step of his attack on Irina, was a truly chilling moment. It was clear that Derek committed the crime with all his consciousness.
And you purposely went for the artery when you cut her? Okay. Was there a lot of blood after? Okay. Did you tell her anything before you stabbed her? Did you say anything? But she didn't wake up when you... She was asleep when you stabbed her. And then she woke up?
Yes.
Did you say anything else to her? Did she say anything to you or no?
No, she just screaming.
She just screamed?
Yes.
Okay. Why did you stab your mom?
Can I go to the bathroom before I answer that?
Yes, of course.
When the detectives asked why he killed his mother, he became visibly uneasy and promptly found an excuse to go to the bathroom. However, the investigators remained determined and repeated the question.
So you were about to tell me the why. Why did you kill your mother? Do you know?
Do I have to say it now?
Yeah, get it off your chest. Absolutely.
I can wait for a lawyer.
Okay, at this point, you want a lawyer?
Derek became uncooperative and asked for a lawyer.
Okay, at this point, you want a lawyer?
Maybe not.
We can't. No, listen. Just so you understand, okay? You have mentioned or asked us, should you wait for a lawyer? We're not here to advise you on whether to talk to a lawyer or not. That decision is yours, okay? But if you are requesting a lawyer at this point, we can't interview you any further. You understand? We have to stop the interview.
Okay.
Do you want us to stop the interview?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then this interview will end right now.
It is 3:05 a.m.
Okay.
The investigation into Derek Rose's case continued without his confession explaining his actions. However, detectives compiled enough evidence to build a case, including CCTV footage, a knife recovered from the scene, and crime scene images. This evidence proved that Derek was a premeditated killer, with how he committed the crime by choosing the most appropriate time and place. Derek physically appeared in court for the first time on October 15, 2023, facing a charge of first-degree murder. Throughout the entire hearing, he remained cold and emotionless, showing no remorse to the accusations made against him. During the hearing, Derek's defense lawyer requested a delay in the proceedings, stating that they'd not yet received the notice of intent from the state attorney. They also discussed the role of some mental issues and questioned whether psychical factors may have played any role. However, this was quickly contradicted by evidence showing that on October 12, 2023 at 6 p.m., Derek had searched for prohibited items on Google.
Were there wounds to her face?
Yes. Yes, on October 12 at 6 p.m., he did make searches on Google.
Okay.
He typed in the word, the carotid artery image diagram. What is the best place to stab someone? Is a small knife good for killing?
This search history showed evidence of planning, which supported the prosecution's argument that the act was a premeditated one and not an impulsive act. Derek's defense attorneys requested transferring Derek from the adult jail to a juvenile detention center due to his age. They said that Derek required a psychological examination that could only be done in a juvenile facility. However, the prosecution disagreed, stating that this offense was highly serious and pointing to Derek's search history as evidence of premeditation. However, the defense also pointed to his mental health issues. A psychologist had found him to have ADHD, and another expert had identified him as being on the autism spectrum. Additionally, they emphasized that Derek had made threats of harming himself, further strengthening their argument in favor of placing him in a juvenile detention center. According to the psychologists who analyzed the case, it was clear that Derek's actions on that fateful night were not a mere impulse, but a carefully calculated plan. The fact that he was caught on the baby monitor, positioned above Irina, indicated that he had premeditated his actions. Furthermore, the most alarming signs of Derek's mental illness became apparent after the crime, when Derek not only took an image of his mother's dead body and his selfie, but also shared it with a friend. This behavior displayed a lack of any basic sense of humanity, a characteristic often absent in psychopathic individuals. Despite the overwhelming evidence against him, Derek's family unwaveringly stood by his side throughout the trial. One emotionally charged moment occurred when Derek's grandmother waved at him and blew him a kiss from the courtroom, symbolizing the unwavering support of his family. At this time, there were over 50 people who stood outside the court with banners and shouted slogans in favor of Derek on November 7, 2023. The organizers portrayed him as a former honor student, a teenager who was innocent. Supporters of Derek argued for his chance to reform regardless of the crime. On December 15, 2023, a hearing was held on the admissibility of evidence. After reviewing the facts, the judge ruled that Derek would remain in adult custody, citing the premeditated nature of the crime. This decision sparked criticism from his supporters, who argued it overlooked his age and mental health issues. As the case moves forward, Derek's defense team continues to push for a reduced sentence, arguing that life imprisonment without parole would be unjust for someone so young. The trial has become a symbol of the complex nature of juvenile justice, forcing society to confront difficult questions. Should minors who commit serious crimes be given a chance to reform, or do their actions warrant lifelong punishment? The next court hearing could be scheduled for December 2024, where the court will further assess Derek's mental state and decide on his final sentence. For now, Derek remains under 24-hour supervision in adult custody, with both his family and the public awaiting the outcome. The case has left a lasting impact, challenging traditional views of guilt, innocence, and rehabilitation in the justice system. What factors do you think could have played a role in Derek's decision to commit such a crime? There could be several reasons behind his actions, such as his jealousy, certain psychological factors, or the potential influence of his online friend.